At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you can refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News is also brought to you by Capriotti Sandwich Shop, located in the Pahrump Nugget Casino. Call us at 775-751-3354 to order ahead. News is also brought to you by Hope Counseling Services, where we specialize in behavioral health, inspiring hope for a brighter tomorrow. Call 775-727-0101 for more information.
Tonight on News 46, has the Pahrump Fair and Festival been canceled?
Congresswoman Shelley Berkley celebrates 77 years of Social Security.
And a progressive dinner fundraiser will be held next month. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Zach Fuentes and Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
And good evening. It's Tuesday, August 14, 2012. I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46.
This morning, Paula Glidden from Paved put out a press release stating that the annual Pahrump Fair and Festival has been canceled.
The press release states that Paved has been putting on the festival for the past 2 years. Because of local governmental regulations and economic factors, Paved is unable to continue hosting the Pahrump Fair and Festival. Historically, the festival was sponsored by the town without the imposition of the current state and local regulations, licenses, and fees. Glidden states in the release that security costs have been placed on the festival at the 11th hour. The first year, no security fees were imposed on the fair. The second year, additional fees for security and rodeo gate were imposed. This year, security costs for the park and the parade have escalated beyond their means. New fees for the Bob Roode Community Center and for Paved's Arts and Crafts Festival were another cost. The new county regulations does not have clear fees schedules for security requirements, says Glidden. Over the past 2 years, they have had the town and county add additional fees, regulations, and costs that were not part of the picture when Paved took it over. They still do not have the final fees for security for the park and the parade. That's what the press release says. The economy has fallen and they are left to balance the checkbook. The regulations imposed by the town and state have confounded our vendors due to the sheer volume of paperwork they have to have filled out. Pave adds that they hoped for the town, county, and local business leaders to step up and assist them in their volunteer effort, but this is not occurring. The cost to put on the festival last year was over $100,000. This year, the cost with additional fees, increasing costs for security, sanitation, and other items, the projected cost will be about $125,000, with no increase projected in revenues to cover the cost. To see Pave's full press release, you can go to KPVM's Facebook page. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And Town Manager Bill Kohlbarger held a press conference this afternoon regarding the fate of the annual Fair and Festival.
I've heard from every town board member who wants us to take a serious look at what we can do to get this resolved. They have asked me to call the chamber. I've had several businesses in town contact me about taking over the Fall Festival, putting it on their property and running it, or what can we do to make sure that is at least some type of event goes on this year. They've mentioned several things in here that they've contacted several local businesses and asked for support. Now, I've talked to 4 major businesses here in Pahrump yet today. I had lunch with one. I've been on the phone with others. No one has advised that they've gotten any contact from Paved to try and help to run this through the last 10 months. And last year in November, I think we're pretty sure it was November, PAVE sat in front of the town board and all the citizens and said they made $12,000 on this. If you look at it, last year's was $100,000 and they made $12,000 off of that. This year's cost is $125,000, so they're only $12,000 in the hole. If you read this whole thing, it sounds like they're $125,000 in the hole. It doesn't make financial sense to what they put in their press release. Now, what is the town going to do about this? We would do whatever the five around the table want us to do because that's what staff does. Every town board member has contacted me today. Mr. Darby, Dr. Waters, Mrs. Parker, and Mr. Calkin, all wanting to know what it is we can do. And I've advised them, you have 6 weeks before this event is supposed to be on. You have only 30 vendors from what I've been told. And I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they have 50. That's still not enough vendors to put on the type of show that everybody is used to. Now, if we were to take over this event, it would be a scaled down, hugely scaled down event. All morning long I've been getting phone calls. The phones are ringing off the hook here, but all morning long, phone calls. But again, without direction from the town board, I can't go expend revenue and expenditures to get this project taken over, because then I'll be in front of the county, or I'll be in front of the county commission, I hope not. I'll be in front of the town board explaining to them why I went and spent money and started to do a project without their permission. So I have to wait for direction from the town board, which I'm sure will come tonight, even though it's too late to get on the town board agenda. Like I said, one of the town board members had contacted me about putting together a special town board meeting. Going to have to get the okay from the other 3 tonight. The 2 phone calls I had with PAVE last night at 5 o'clock and again this morning ended abruptly. It wasn't ended abruptly on my part. I still was on the phone going, hello, hello. I wish I had really something positive to tell you. I wish I could say, yes, we're going to make this thing happen and we're going to run with it and it's going to be extreme success, and in the next 6 weeks we're going to another 100 vendors and we're going to get the rodeo people in here, we're going to have the carnival. But then if I was saying that in 6 weeks when it didn't happen, you'd want my hide. Now, you always want my hide, but, you'd have more reason to have my hide because then I wouldn't actually have done something. I don't know what more to say, but I wanted you to know that the town is involved. We have talked to the county. I personally have talked to 4 major businesses in this community who are willing to help and step up. It's just a matter of getting them all to the table in a short period of time, contacting vendors, going through that vendor list from last year, the year before that, and the year before that, saying, how come you didn't follow through? How come you didn't call? If they've only got 30 vendors, there's something out there wrong. And we're going to have to fix that, and we'll have to fix it quickly. We'll be able to get 130, 140, 160, 200 vendors. I seriously doubt it this late in the game. But again, like you said, it's an entertainment thing. Can we still put the rodeo on? Can we still have the carnival in town? Can we still get somebody selling candy apples? I'd be happy with that. Hopefully we will move towards that and get that accomplished. Yeah.
And to view Town Manager Bill Kohlbarger's entire press conference, go to KPVM's YouTube page.
Hopefully that gets settled by whoever would like to take that over, because that'd be a big blow to our town if we don't have that.
Exactly, I agree.
Well, we're going to have more local news after this break. Please keep it here.